Chris or not, if you can see Jenna or not, and then we'll go from there. All right, so welcome to our November Climb to Success training. Can you hear those dogs? Or no?
No.
Okay. I'm super excited to be here. We're in a very exciting month. I'm Kristen, and then you guys know Jenna. We're going to start with just some news for November. First up is going to be the World Tour. Registration for that opens tomorrow. And I know a lot of people don't know what the World Tour is. It is a mini convention that travels around the country, and this year all around the world to the different countries that we are based in. It's a one-day training.
Spring Sprint. Some might know it as Spring Sprint.
Oh, yeah. I still call it Spring Sprint.
I do.
It was kind of, I think the past 2 years it started at noon, maybe earlier than that, 10. I can't remember what time it started.
Pretty early.
Yeah.
Because I remember we left when it was dark.
Yeah, that's true. It went till like 5 o'clock. It's an awesome thing. This year's reunion convention is in Nashville. If you don't think you're going to be able to make it to it, this is a great way to go to a home office event, get some training, and then we also get a free kit. And the kit generally itself pays for what your registration fee is. The registration fee is $75. You also are able to bring a guest. The guest fee is $15. They also get a gift. I typically always buy a guest pass because either I can bring a potential recruit who I think would be great, or last minute there's always a couple team members who want to come, so they're able to use the guest pass as well.
You even bring one of your good customers who can turn into a consultant or their very own best customer.
Because if they already love Scentsy, they're going to love a Scentsy event.
Last year they gave out a free warmer if you brought a guest.
Yes. The kits are pretty darn awesome.
Warmer.
I think they went over what's in the kit this year, but I can't remember. I know there's mini testers.
They went over that already for this World Tour?
It's in the news tab on the announcement. It says what's all going to be in it.
Oh.
So for those who are up north, we have a location in DC as well as in Brooklyn. I know we have a couple. Is there any by Denise in Tennessee?
I
didn't look at that.
Sure.
I know for some Georgia girls, there's Orlando and Atlanta. So there's definitely locations all over, one that you guys can get to. For the girls who are in the north, we're probably, I know last year we traveled as a group. So as we get closer to, we will figure out carpooling. We did dinner afterwards last year, so we'll probably do something like that again. I know some of the team members from Lisa Harris's team, Team Southern Common Sense, they're based in Virginia, and they're going to travel up to DC, so we'll meet up with them as well. But honestly, it's an amazing thing. Generally, our locations up north here, because we're so populated, they sell out pretty quickly. Now, it's not going to be in a couple days, but in a couple weeks, it won't get to New Year. So I would definitely register sometime in the next month as the funds come in. If you have extra funds from this commission run, definitely go ahead and get registered. So that's a lot of fun
Write-off.
Do you have any more about Spring Sprint?
It's a write-off.
Oh, yeah, it's a write-off.
Mm-hmm. I can fit 6 extra girls in my truck.
I can fit 5. I wish, 4 comfortably.
I can fit 1, 2, yeah, 6.
It's an awesome way to be able to meet all of our team members too.
I loved getting to meet some of the girls on the team.
Yeah.
Like we never met before.
Yeah.
So that's fun. And the kit's great. Getting to see the new product is awesome. The training, And
last year, Heidi and Orville came.
Yep.
And we all got to get pictures with them. So that was pretty cool to meet them. All right, so that's World Tour. If you guys didn't see it yet, this Sunday at 9 o'clock, I'm just going to do a casual coffee meeting at the Panera in Springfield. So if you're free and want to stop by, have at it. I wanted to go over a little bit about the car bars and the back order list. By now, I'm sure you guys all know about the car bars. The car bars are being manufactured in Germany, and there are strict labor laws there, as coupled with the fact that Scentsy didn't know how popular the car bars were going to be. So they weren't producing as many. Now that they know the popularity, they bought a couple extra machines and they are busting out as many car bars as possible. So they're really starting to catch up to a lot of the shipping. I think shipping dates are up to September 22nd was the last I saw. So they are slowly catching up. They're still going to be back ordered for the most part through the rest of the month. So just keep that in mind. I know I have personally been telling them at this point, I might stop till January because don't quote me. I don't know. I just can see people are starting to get frustrated. So I just want to keep people happy.
I think if you just warn your customers, like I'll still bring it up at parties, but I'm going to say to them, well, I do say to them, like, this is super popular product and I can still order it for you. It's just going to be on back order for several weeks, not just a couple, but several. And there's no estimated time that it'll be in, and once it comes in, I can either mail or deliver them, depending on where they are. So they can still order them. They're just going to have to wait.
And that's it. Communication is really key. If you lose communication, that's when people start to ask questions and then they wonder. And then I read a quote the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it was about customer service and about how customer service is about how you make people feel. And whatever their first feeling is, and that first feeling of frustration, that's what's going to stick with them. So you want to try and avoid that at all costs. And if you communicate, they won't be frustrated. So we actually have been very blessed this holiday season in regards to the back order list. Those of you who were here last year, it was bad in the way that there were shipping issues because there was a strike at the loading docks. But things have been great. There aren't any warmers on back order. Really, I think Wash-A-Whiffs and some of the skin lines are the only things.
I've been waiting on a hand cream since like September 12th.
I know. So we're really blessed in that regards. November is going to be the busiest month of the year. So I just want to give you guys a heads up that, before you go to a party, especially on the weekend, go in, check that back order list, make sure there aren't any warmers on there or diffusers, because you just never know as we orders start to get on if something will go on the back order list. Also, Jenna had a really good point earlier, the bricks. Those are
while supplies last. They're not guaranteed through November.
I think we had bricks last November, right?
It was like the holiday brick bazaar or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what they called it. And there were more scents to pick from. But
I think one by one they started selling like middle of November.
Yep. But the apple butter frosting, that one being only available in the brick. I mean, some people are probably going to try to sit on them. They will take them out of your carts. So if you have a home party, encourage your hostess to collect orders beforehand from those that can't come and try to close shortly after, so you don't lose your opportunity to get the bricks.
Absolutely.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
And I want that apple scent bad.
I know. I ordered 2.
I can't wait till it gets out.
Me either. I have a feeling it's going to smell like baked apple pie and vanilla bean buttercream mixed together. It's going to smell awesome.
Ooh, I'm going to try that while I wait, because now I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, shoot. My computer won't operate. All right. Anyway, so tonight's topic is so I know I advertised doing as like Santa's helper, and that's totally what we are, because this time of year, everybody is starting to shop for Christmas gifts. And lucky for us, the Christmas shopping season seems to get earlier and earlier each year. We have a million different ways that you can help your customers fulfill every person on their shopping list. But really, it's also about your business as a whole, too. So this time of year, obviously, people love hosting, they love entertaining, having people over, and just being social. So you want to capitalize on that as well. And so I kind of want to go over, the training is titled 2000 in November. So as we go over things, I might reference 2000 in November. But first I want to say it is totally doable, especially this month of any month of the year, for everybody on the team to do $2,000. But if you are that person who you only do $150 either every other month or every 3 months, that's totally fine. Use the things that we're going to talk about tonight to maybe become a $500 or $1,000 party or month for you. But I will say, if you take some of these things that we're about to go over and you do either 4 or 5 of them, you hands down will get to that 2,000, no doubt. So, sorry, Tiff, it just lost me. I have what? Wait, Tiff, you have the brick? Well, she said I have it. Does the group chat not work?
I don't see the group chat on mine. Nothing on the right-hand side of my screen. It's on the left.
Hover over the left, and at the top, there's that blue box that looks like a little...
Oh, hello. I see it.
Click that, and then the chat should pop up. Do you see what I typed?
You said hello.
Hi.
I will say, last November, that was my best month. And last November, I was just so busy with my personal stuff. All I did was pouches. I didn't have a single home party, and I sold over 2. Actually, I'm curious.
That's what is that?
It's all about convenience. You know, you can market to people. Oh, I just did that backwards. You can market to people that they can do their Christmas shopping and get it discounted just by having a party. Well, if they say, oh, I'm too busy, well, great. You know what? I can get you set up with a pouch party, and you can still have a party, get all the benefits without even having a party. And literally, as soon as I got a pouch back in, I had it going back out. And I did just under 2,800 in November last year, just with pouches. So if you can get yourself set up with home parties and you can get those pouches out, whether it be to pouch party hostesses or send them off with your home party hostesses, just get them out. That's extra, you know, even if it's just to collect one order from someone having a home party, that's one extra order you didn't have. And, you know, this is a great month to follow up with people as far as bars. Oh, hey, I realized that it's been a little while since you've ordered bars. You're probably running low. How about you get some fall or Christmas scents? Or what about our bricks? Teacher gifts, get them going. I just had someone message me the other day. She was low on bars. I was like, oh, we have a lot of teacher gifts too. She's like, why didn't even think of that? Because, you know, what do you buy for somebody you really don't know? So they're kind of perfect.
That's awesome. I want to think not first, but we have a lot of new girls, and I think that the idea of even getting to 500, let alone 2,000, and that idea is very daunting. And all the things Jenna just said are like spot on as far as how literally that easy it is to get those sales. But I think the number one thing it boils down to is you have to have the faith in yourself to know that you are actually capable of doing it. All the girls that you see here who are doing that much in sales, listen, I myself was a 500 person for the longest time. And honestly, for the most part, most like non-busy months still am. I've only had 3 $2,000 months, where Jenna, I think, has had all but like 2 $2,000 months. But you have to understand that like we all come from the same place, same training, same whatever. So if you're willing to take that step outside of your comfort zone, try something new, and honestly push yourself just a tiny bit harder, do extra training, listen to this call, write down the steps that Jenna and I and everybody else on our team are doing to get the sales, and you too can do it. It's really just that simple. So we're going to talk about what you can do over the next probably like 4 to 6 weeks so that you can make the most money possible. So that come December 10th and come January 10th, I say January 10th because we're already almost halfway through November, but I know some people do charge Christmas, so you can definitely pay off those bills in January. But so whatever you do in these next 4 to 6 months, not only are going to pay off huge as far as your income then, but it's going to create momentum. That momentum is what is going to carry you through those first 2-3 months of the new year. If you sit down and you're not really doing that much at this moment, it's going to be that much harder for you come January and February to keep those sales up and to still get that paycheck. So what you do now is definitely going to pay off then.
As far as the Christmas shipping cutoff date, I think I'm going to
release it?
What?
Did they release it?
No. Oh, they do usually release it, don't they?
I'm shocked they haven't yet.
I guess they're waiting to see how it goes. But just to cover my tail, like I think last year they said the 17th. As long as orders were placed by the 17th, they were guaranteeing it, right?
It was pretty 17th or 18th. It was pretty
late. I was really shocked.
And they fulfilled it.
They sure did. I literally got an order Christmas Eve. But I have people asking about December parties, and I'm like, as far as the Christmas cutoff date, I'm not sure what to tell them for shipping. So maybe we can, maybe I can call. Maybe if we call support or email them, they'll have a date.
Amen. I didn't listen to the director's call today, but they would have put it on the news tab. That stuff they put on the news tab before they even put out like to everyone. So I haven't seen it yet. But all right, so we're gonna move on to how you can prepare to get yourself ready to do all of this amazing money making. So first you want to set your goal. And this is the same with every other month. This is no different, but you want to set that goal higher than it normally is. And if you're not goal setting, now is the perfect month to start goal setting, because this is the time where it's most honest that you're going to be able to actually legitimately hit those goals. So you have to figure out, do you want to sell 1,000? Do you want to sell 1,500? Do you want to sell 2,000? Get out your calendar. It is not too late to start booking parties for November. If you would like me to be totally honest with you, I have one home party this month. I had 4 or 5 events, but I have no inventory, so I canceled them. And I plan on getting as many Facebook parties as I possibly can and a couple home parties. So go through your calendars now. Highlight those dates that you have available that you can do home parties. And also, while your calendar's out, schedule time to work your business at least 20 minutes a day. If you do that now, you will actually follow through and work your business that time, but you'll also get into the habit of working your business that often and that consistently, which will pay off in the long run huge too. But also, and I think this is huge, especially coming from my personal experience, make sure that you're not letting your business completely overflow all of your time to where you don't have any family time, especially this time of year. That's really important. You don't want them to become resentful of you, but let them know what you're also working towards. Let them know that you might be this far away from Disney if you push it really hard these next few months, or the family to Disney, or let them know that you're going to pay for Christmas cash, no credit. So in addition to that, if you haven't done so already, get all of your marketing materials organized, ready to go. So if you need a host packet to mail out, I know sometimes for me, like if I don't have them already prepared and I know I need to mail it out, like I know this sounds stupid because that's such a simple task, but my customer service is going to be on point, and I'm much more likely to get it out the door like that if I already have it prepared. So make sure all your marketing materials, anything you possibly need, is ready to go, so that when those orders come in, you get them right back out to the door to the customers. Because I will be honest, I think part of Jenna's success is the fact that she does not hold on to orders. Once they arrive, they are right back out her door. Is that so true?
Well, one of my problems is I can't stand them being all over my counter or my dining room table. And I will say, one of my customers, she recommends me because she can't believe how fast she gets her orders. I'm just a nighttime person. This is my full-time job, so I have the availability to do that. But she has messaged me and said, hey, I'm running low on washer whips. Can you get me this, this, and this? Well, I'll have that, sometimes on hand. I'll be like, all right, I'll drop it off. And I might leave it on her step at like 11 o'clock at night on my way home from the gym or something. And she'll wake up in the morning and she'll be like, best surprise ever. And she'll go and tell all of her friends that, yeah, I ordered last night. My stuff was on the step in the morning.
But, well, I think people think of direct sales, they're used to like the negative experience they've had in the past or people's stories, and it turns them away. So when they find you and you deliver it like that, they will come back to you, I promise.
I've gotten customers because they said they've called a few consultants and left messages and they haven't gotten a phone call back or returned an email. I have to contain myself before I return a phone call because I'm like, oh, someone who called. And I have to collect my thoughts before I call. Otherwise, they sound like a babbling idiot when I call them. But,
right.
You know, I put myself in their shoes. Would I want my stuff as fast? You know, when you order something, you want it as fast as you can get it. Do you want a phone call right back? Sure. So I try to think of what I would like, and I try to give that to my customers. But I've absolutely gotten business because of, you know, quick callbacks, sending simple thank yous. You know, why would they go to a consultant that's going to take weeks to drop off their stuff? You know, they want.
I'm not saying I'm the best, but I will tell you from experience, I could be a lot more successful if I didn't sabotage myself. And like there have been times I have taken, like Jenna just said, like a couple weeks to get people their orders. They don't like it, and they will not come back to you. Okay, my business could be much more thriving if I was on point from the beginning. So definitely follow that. Oh, and I know we've said this before, but having a mobile office, putting one together, even if it's just in your center console. Did you make this?
I got one right here.
This will help you be able to, like, on the go, get things out the door to people. Because this time of year, if you're shopping in Target or you're shopping wherever and you strike up a conversation and you can just pull stuff out, genius.
It's a 31 something. What the heck was this called? Something caddy tote? Wait. Double caddy. So this thing, well, I just can't stand the clutter. And when people get my car, I got to clear off my front seat or pick all the stuff up off the floor. I'm diabetic, so I have to carry snacks with me. Always have to have like a sugar drink and other stuff. But I also have all my business supplies. So this works perfect for me. I can put snacks and stuff in here for the kids, and then the other side, I can put all my business stuff, flyers, brochures, catalogs, samples. I always have something because I ran into somebody and I did not have something. I don't know if she was looking for a sample or a catalog. I had nothing with me. Now, you're always with your vehicle. You can just go right in there and pull it out. Here you go.
And then you look prepared, and they're that much more likely to actually follow through and call you for an order.
So nice. You can even, I know some people buy the cheap little, like the hard plastic ones, and they'll set up little sample things in like a hair salon or a store. But that's just another, you never know who's looking for a consultant, whether they already have one or not, or if they've never heard of Scentsy, they might take a sample, try it, love it, and call you. You can get so much business. I got a party from a sample. Someone had ordered off my PWS. She did a local search. I sent her a handwritten thank you for choosing me as your consultant. I sent her a sample of washer whiffs. I followed up with her a couple times. Didn't want to, hound her or anything. And out of the blue, she had emailed me that she still had the sample and the thank you card that I sent her for her small order online. And she was so blown away by the personal touch that she wanted to book a catalog party with me, which I turned into a patch party. And then, we became Facebook friends. She came to my open house. She orders probably every other month. And she likes to be in my first round of sample drop-offs. And she sent customers my way. So that's getting a customer from a sample.
I think that if you're like me, sorry, I was thinking on a totally other way. Be prepared, have your mobile office prepared, and brand yourself, have your branding prepared. This is the perfect time of year. People are out and they're shopping. Have your business cards, have your samples, have it all with you. With that said too, so if you, like me, have minimal parties on your calendar right now and you need more, how are you going to get more? Always your list of 100. Pull out your past order forms, pull out your past entry forms if you've done events. People, if you don't want to call them, well, if you haven't learned of Slide Dial yet, I suggest you download the app because it's the best thing in the world. But you could also email them, say, hey, are you still interested? Visited my Scentsy booth. You were once at a party. I know it's been a little bit of time, but are you still interested in learning or the Scentsy products? It's just that simple that you can contact them and they'll reply if they're interested. And you'll be shocked at how much you could send it out to 100 people. And even if one person replies and you start a conversation and they eventually hold a party, that's still a success. So don't count that stuff out, but get yourself prepared. Once you're prepared, now you really need to make your goals and set your plans. And you need to figure out what actions you're going to take. So this kind of goes into the party aspect. Do you want to earn $1,000 in commission? Do you want to earn $750 in commission come December 10th? How much is it that you want to earn come that time period so that we can figure out how much sales that you need? You should be able to be figuring out your percentages, whether it be 25% or whatever. But keep in mind, if you do that 2,000, you're going to get that additional 5% bonus. Shockingly, there are still lots of people interested in fundraisers and starting them this time of year. So yes, you might be donating that commission back, but that's getting you to that extra $2,000. So you're earning that extra 5% on all of your parties, not just that fundraiser. So, and that fundraiser, that's a whole other topic, but fundraisers in itself can pay off huge. So what does $2,000 in sales look like? Your average home party is $200, $400. Well, I don't even say that. My average home parties are $500. At holiday time, I would say they're probably upwards of $750 plus. Jenna, how much? And now I'm talking home party, not pouch party, home parties. What's your average?
I probably holiday season,
yeah.
900.
Yeah, easily, right?
Yeah.
But you also have, like, Jenna's parties are pretty full with people. So keep in mind.
I will say, even I have done 2 parties where there was 3 guests plus the hostess, and they were both non-holiday season, but they hit $500. And from that, you know, you get, I got one really good customer and then, you know, booked a party. But no, I think I booked 2. But then the party that was booked, that was like an $800 party. And then from that party, her daughter booked a party. So, and her daughter knows a lot of people. So
I would say let's be on the safe side, right? Keep in mind, if you're not hostess coaching, you're solely relying on luck that your hostess is following through and inviting people. So you really need to be figuring out hostess coaching. And we can talk more on that. There are trainings on the Training Center and YouTube that you can find, but that's imperative. But I would say to be on the low end, let's just say the average party is $650, right? So if you do 2 or 3 home parties, you're literally 3/4 of the way there, if not closer. Say you do a pouch party. I'd say a pouch party this time of year is probably at least $300. Would you agree?
Yeah. I'd say honestly, the pouch parties are usually around this time of year, probably around 5.
Yeah. So you can, using those amounts, figure out what you would need to get to 2,000. And I think when you visualize what it takes, it makes it that much more attainable and gives you the guts to actually go out there and try to do it. Again, go through all those contacts, go through your list of 100. Jenna's tried and true tactic is just messaging people and talking on Facebook, and not just Scentsy, but just genuinely talking to them and asking how they are, and through the conversation, bringing it to Scentsy. Getting them to ask you, hey, what are you doing? What's up in your life? November, I think that November and or the beginning of December is an amazing time to have an open house. Have a holiday open house. I know Ashley South is planning on having one. It's like, if you don't want to do it just by yourself, Mickey Hilferty, her family, and this is how she truly got introduced to Scentsy. They host all vendors open house. So it's actually this Friday night. They have Pampered Chef, Stella and Dot. They literally have probably like upwards of 10 different vendors, but they make it a ladies' night. And I would say probably last year there was close to like 60, 70 people who came through. I did a ton of sales. I gained a ton of contacts. So if you can get together with like your mom or your aunts and set something up like that, that's an awesome idea to get sales, sell stock. You can really treat it however you want to do that. Oh, pouch parties, doing turkey trots. I'm sure some of you have seen those by now. And it doesn't necessarily have to be through Thanksgiving. So a turkey trot generally is giving someone a pouch and asking them to collect. How is it formatted this year? $100 in orders?
It depends. You can do more per order and less people needed, or you can do more people needed and less per order. So
a traditional turkey trot,
I think that 10 people.
What Jenna said sounds confusing is you have 3 or 4 people who collect a certain amount in orders, and you combine those orders to be one party. So each person who is hosting a portion of the turkey trot is going to get either one half price item or a certain amount in host credit. And so like Jenna said, honestly, most of the time it's still a pouch party, so it's going to turn out to be more than the allotted amount that they're supposed to obtain in orders. So that's a plus for you, and it's a plus for them because they get all the rewards at that point. So advertising it wise, though, I think the gold to that is that they see that they only have to do this much, and then they're going to be shocked because the host realizes how much more they get.
$100 in their personal orders to shop, but that might be that little push for them to place an order,
right, and get a reward.
Yes.
Okay, so I know there's tons of flyers. I'm pretty sure Jenna and Tiffany have both posted those in their own groups. So anybody who hasn't seen it yet, let me know and we'll post it. All right, so the next is filling your calendar, scheduling tips, all for your next available date. Literally 1 week from now is not too soon to start having a host party. Some of my best parties have been last minute parties. People don't know what they're doing next Tuesday evening. They know what they're doing next week, but they may not always remember. If you just invited them to a party right now, they might not remember what they're doing 3 Tuesdays from now. So honestly, last minute people really show up. Overbook your calendar, because you will. A couple of girls on the team recently messaged me that they had cancellations. Some people like hosting isn't like their very best thing in the world, so some might have cancellations or low attendance. Don't let that scare you though, because Jen and I were talking about that today. Sometimes your lower attendance parties can have some of your best long-term results as far as future hosts.
Spend more one-on-one time with them. I did a party Saturday night, and it was a smaller party. There was, I think, 5 guests there, and then you had the hostess, and it was great. We sat on the floor. We were having our own little Scentsy Anonymous party because we were all Scentsy addicts. There was one new girl that's never heard of Scentsy, and she was like, "Oh, girl, you are starting a bad habit." But we literally sat on the floor and passed baskets around after I was done explaining all the things to the new girl. And she was like, "I love this. This is great." She goes, "I know other Scentsy consultants, but none of them ever advertised a party, or I wasn't invited to one." And all she needed to do was be asked. But five people, and she's sitting at a $600 party, and she still has a couple orders to collect. That's just from 5 people.
That's awesome.
So you don't need to have 20 people at a party to have a good party.
Well, I think sometimes, honestly, we think our hosts know everything about Scentsy, but I know, like, my last one knew nothing. So they get to know the bulk of the product during the party. And if you're able to sit down, the more you spend explaining it to them, the more they can take the pouch out, too, and get even more orders.
Yep, I left her with a pouch, too. So.
But if you overbook your calendar, You're predicting what your income goal for the holidays is, so that's definitely a smart thing to do. Don't underestimate Facebook parties. I have a simplified format I just did recently, which has been super easy, and the ease of it I think helps people to order. I got more orders than normal, so I'm really excited about that. So if you want to see that, let me know. Honestly, same with your parties, keeping it simple. Approach people like simple these days and quick and easy. So approaching your host and suggesting like a sip and sniff. This time of year, I think because of people's busy calendars, having a dessert party, come enjoy a glass of wine, come for an hour, have some dessert, smell some scents, order some stuff. Literally super quick, super simple for you and the host. And just think of things like that you can do. Do you have any other idea for like quick type like open house format parties?
There was that cookie exchange, which I thought was really cool.
That's cute.
Like everyone comes with a different cookie. I forget how I read how they did that, but they all come with a different cookie and they all taste test and they vote for their favorite, and whoever's favorite cookie was, you know, maybe wins a prize or a free half off item. But, you know, they come for the cookies and they also come for the party.
I like that. Well, yeah, tying it into normal traditions too that you might already be having with your friends and family, making it more fun, or just doing, I don't know, a coffee morning. Like if you know a group of stay-at-home moms, or if you know a bunch of people who have like, I just did a wine night recently with a bunch of girls, so that they all had fun with that. Basket parties, get those out the door like crazy. Obviously, we've said this a million times in this call already, how easy it is to get orders for people. Jenna started the call saying that she gets them in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. So over distribute these. If you have like 50 mini testers in one pouch, split that up this time of year. If you want more,
there was a point where all my pouches were out and I had someone that wanted it. So I threw 10 of the most popular bars I had into like a it was a little Scentsy lunchbox bag, kind of. It was insulated. And I had some duplicates of some testers. I mean, it was makeshift, but guess what? It was enough to collect orders. Some girls just get the transition testers. It's just the fall.
I do.
Yeah, that's all you
$7.
need.
Even if you need them now, go in and order them. $7, and you get 80. Well, no, that's how many are in there? Probably like close to 35, 40 testers.
A good bit. But what I really loved is I tell all of my hostesses, if you book a party from a party, I said, I will give you a half off item at the end of that qualifying party. Well, a girl, Jackie, just gave me back the pouch. She had a great pouch party. I think she collected like 700 or something, which was incredible for a pouch. I was blown away. She's like, I wasn't able to give it off to anyone. She goes, I sure tried though, because I want another half off item. She just messaged me 2 nights ago saying, oh, I'm so bummed. I think it's too late. But she goes, I have a friend that wants to take the pouch. I was like, that's great. I'll give you a half off item for that at the end of her pouch party. She's like, oh my God, I can still get a half off item? Yes, you just booked a party for me.
Honestly, getting people to work for you, like that is the best incentive you can ever offer.
I didn't know this. I have no idea who this girl is. I've never heard of her. I never met her. She didn't order from Jackie's pouch party, so she's a completely new girl.
You couldn't ask for like better marketing than that.
I know.
Because it might be costing you a couple dollars for that perpetual half price item, but at the same time, what you're going to make in the party after that completely pays off for it. Because not only are you making the commission from that party, but like Jenna said, she has no idea who that person is, meaning she has no idea who those
party she might sign.
And they might order over and over and over again. So you're just, it's huge. Huge. But so you can get as many pouches as you want. You can be really creative with it. Some people, honestly, if they just want it, just give them catalogs. This time of year, people will order. It doesn't matter.
Lisa just messaged me on Facebook. She said she was her goal this month, and she said she still has a long way to go, but she is a hostess that wants to do a basket party next week. Any tips on making it the most successful it can be? Let me think about that.
Well, there's that, how long is she going to have it for? Because we have that thing in there in the file section. Remember I found that training video about basket parties?
Which one?
Where you text the host like every other day with a different goal. So certain days it focuses on sales. Certain days it focuses on getting someone enrolled in the customer loyalty program. Reminding that I think every 4 days you remind them that if they get someone to pass the pouch to, they get that prize. It's in the file section. I can link the video on the page afterwards too.
Yeah,
but
pouch is great. I love that because that is one of the hardest things. I love getting a pouch back and having orders, but I hate having it sit on my shelf. So the fact that I can get it back in, take the orders out, shove it with new order forms and send it right back out is amazing.
I mean, honestly, this time of year, I don't think it's necessarily what's in your pouch that matters, but more so just making sure your hostess is knowledgeable about the product and the process, and just keeping your host excited and motivated, because if they're excited, they're going to share it with more people. If you're not getting them excited, then just it's going to sit.
Share, as long as you tell them, I've gotten a pouch back and I haven't had a single order. And the hostess has said to me, I couldn't get any orders. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, probably because you didn't share it with anybody, because I have yet to have somebody look at the catalog and be like, oh, here you go. I didn't really see anything I liked. I've never had that happen. Right. They have the testers in front of them. As long as you can, if you go in with a pouch and you're like, oh, I'm doing a party, here's the catalog. People are going to be like, oh, all right, hold on, I'll look at it. I'll get back to you. But if you go in the other way and say, oh my God, do you smell this scent? And have them smell it. They're going to smell it, either love it or not like it, and want to smell a different one. Then the next thing you know, all the testers are going to be out. And they're going to smell and find scents they like. And then get them to look at the catalog. Get them to smell first and then look at the catalog. Because I think the scent's going to make them fall in love with it. And then once they look and see the catalog, they'll find all the other things in there. But just keeping that communication with the customer. When I give a pouch, I tell them if they have any questions at all, my cell phone is on. They can call, text, email, whatever. If they have a question about a bundle. And a lot of the times I have them send me a picture of a list scribbled out. And they're like, what is the best way I can bundle this? And I'll bundle it for them. They're like, oh my God, she's ordering more because she didn't realize how much she could save doing that bundle.
See, and that's the best thing possible. So it's really keeping that open line of communication with them. And that's what I love about the training that I had found, is that you are preempting them and saying beforehand, I'm going to text you every 2 days. And then you are texting them with a little bit of motivation / complimenting them, because who doesn't like to be complimented? But then you end the text with a question. So it gets them engaged and interacting with you. And if they're interacting with you and you're getting them more informed and excited, they're going to be going right back out that next day and collecting more orders. And that format of it runs for a 2-week time period. So if your pouch party is a shorter time period, you can modify it or choose what you want to message and what you don't want to message. All right. Let me read over this real quick because I'm not getting it. There is a possibility, and I really don't know, but for those who weren't here last year, well, the past 2 years, we've had a mega sale of some sort. 2 years ago, it was the first Monday, all the Mondays in October. And they were like $10 warmers and $5 plugins. Last year, it was the first week of December. They have not mentioned anything at all.
The holiday lights warmer, was that what that was?
Was it in there?
Yeah,
I think it was. But it was an awesome. Okay, so
they obviously got warmer for $20, which was insane.
Yeah. December technically is half of a sales month because, like we said earlier, your holiday cutoff date is going to be somewhere around December 17th or 18th, right? And then you're enjoying the holidays with your family, and you're not really working, which is totally fine. But you're also like, no one's going to be buying Scentsy on Christmas Eve unless they're like texting you last minute for an order. But so that sale, the first week of the month, really helped us get our PRV up. and got people last minute shopping. But with that said too,
Scentssy's great at timing that stuff, perfect.
I really hope they do it like that again. So
It'll
prep yourself for that.
Months, especially in the summer, they come out with this crazy sale or something amazing. And just really, I think it was, what was it, July? We had
yeah.
Oh my God.
Super sale.
Yeah, the super sale. That was incredible.
Well, the best thing with that, too, with another genius consultant that was not any of us, created the Jolly Holiday sales, where you quickly message, obviously we found out we're having this large sale the first week of December. People are going to be shopping it. Do you want to host a party? Because your friends and family can shop it and you'll still get all the rewards. So I had 4 hosts from that last year.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't do anything. So it was awesome. So keep that in mind when we're going into December. Also, front load your calendars in December because you only have half a month really to work your business. But with that said, you also, people can still do gift certificates. You can do them personally on your end or through your website. If they do it through your website, though, you don't get the PRV until they actually cash it in. And they can cash it in with any consultant, not just you. So personal gift certificates are the best.
Obvious.
Also, having some sort of think of ideas for your customers, right? Do you have men in your life that you can approach that you can put together some sort of pre-wrapped basket with a warmer and 3 cents or a couple things from the skincare line or teacher gifts? Prepare different types of teacher gifts that people can just buy and take, or even just giving them the idea of what they can take with them.
They did the I guess it was Esther, but I seen Regina do it too. The 10 bars for, what was it, $35, and they put it in the sand bucket to advertise maybe a teacher's gift. Maybe you could put it together cute in a little Christmas basket, put the warmer in a bar, make it look all cute, and just gift wrap it and share a picture.
Absolutely.
And people will see that and be like, oh my God, I can get the teacher that. Or for the guys, let's be real. Most guys are clueless when it comes to what, getting their women something for Christmas, whether it be their mom, their wife, their girlfriend, whatever. But you show a little bundle or gift basket already prepared, whether it's something on hand. It can be anything you have on hand. Just put it together quick in a little basket, snap a picture. You can put it back in their box and put it back on your shelf to be sold as new. But they can see that and be like, oh, that's a great idea. Because a lot of these men go for the gift baskets. They go to Bath and Body Works and they'll go get the soaps and the bubble baths and all that stuff because it's already packaged. It looks nice and they don't have to do anything for it. My boss last year that I used to work for, it was 2014, he bought all of his administrative assistants a warmer and 3 bars. I offered to seal the deal, if you do this, I will gift wrap every single one. All you have to do is just hand it to them. He was like, where do I sign the check?
Honestly, I know I just had 2 business owners. If you know people who own their own business and have employees, approach them now because now is when they're buying their holiday gifts. So do not hesitate and see if they would be interested in giving Scentsy as a gift. And honestly, I have a guy who just bought it for all of his male employees because I guess his business is more family based. So it's really a gift for the family, but approach those people. You never know. It's as simple as, hey, would you be interested in possibly giving Scentsy to your employees for Christmas? It's not a hard question. Most of the time you can do it through email. So it's not even face to face. So you can chicken out. Awesome way to get some sales this month too.
Lisa just made a good point. She said, as long as we're not sharing the price of the products in the picture, it's okay to post, correct? You can share the price of it so long as it's the price of it in the catalog. If you're doing a warmer in 3 bars, a premium warmer in 3 bars, you can be like, what a great gift basket you can get for $49.
Right.
It's the actual price. But you can just say something along the lines of, oh, would these be perfect for a teacher? Or how about your wife or your mom? Staying in compliance. Sorry, that was all. I was just reading your message. You there?
You okay? Yeah.
Yep, you're
We
breaking
good?
a little bit. We're good.
I want to talk game plan. So what are we doing? So we all have our newsletters now. They just went out, but for December, if you are going to plan your open house for the beginning of December, or you want to add in a special December gift, you want to make sure that you can personalize that newsletter that's going to go out in the beginning of December now. Or you can do your own newsletter using one of the MailChimp or MadMimi or one of those. Getting those or RedStamp. We have RedStamp through Scentsy now, so you can put an open house invite out into emails or even through postcard using that. Honestly, also, maybe you set specific shopping hours for your home. I know Jenna has quite the Scentsy inventory, so maybe if you don't have a ton of events on your calendar, say, hey, listen, my home's open from 1 to 4 for your holiday shopping needs this weekend or whatever. And offer them to shop free and half price items, because honestly, if you get that one-on-one with that customer and they get a big order, you can offer them some host rewards. What I want every single person here watching this video to do, whether it's tonight or tomorrow or whenever, is I want you today to go and find 3 people that you're going to ask to host parties for you. It can be home party, Facebook, basket, whatever, but you're going to ask 3 people now. Jenna typically asks 3 people a day. So if that gives you any indication to her success. Yes.
I still do.
It is a great habit to get into doing, and you will have so much success from doing so. But I want every single person to go and do that tonight. I'm going to
once too. Like, it may not have been great. It may not have been great the first time you asked them, but as long as you're still keeping the idea out there, it might be great for them now. Times always change.
All right, now I want everybody to get out the calendars, figure out how you're going to create your event. Call your other direct sales friends, create a shopping event. It could be at a home, it could be at a local business. Do a ladies' night at a bar, do a ladies' night at a spa, do a morning Christmas coffee shopping event. These things are huge successes, so do them. Schedule one, get with your friends and do it. Contact local business owners that you know to see if they want gifts for the holidays. Real estate offices is another great time. Honestly, I think the real estate market's up, and I think I see sales sounds like crazy. But one-on-one sales, this time of year, people are shopping, do coffee dates, it doesn't have to be a party atmosphere. Ask them if they want to come over and smell some of the new scents, if they've ordered before, and get that one-on-one with them. It's so important in this business, which comes down to the whole asking 3 people a day, is to find new people every single day. And you're going to find those new people at events, at parties, out and about. Join a mom's club. Join some sort of social atmosphere for an interest that involves you, that has a personal interest to you. It could be social media or it could be in real life. But find new people every single day. Make sure everybody, especially this time of year, knows that you're a Scentsy consultant. Brand yourself. If you are the PTA mom or the room book reader or the team mom or your coworker, make sure every single person knows that you are a Scentsy consultant. Make sure it says Scentsy somewhere on your shirt. Make sure you have a button maybe on your purse or the vinyl on your car. Just make sure they know. Talk to everybody you can, and not just talk Scentsy. Don't throw up Scentsy on people because they do not want to hear it, but figure out a way to bring it up in the conversation. Do they have party food in the cart at the grocery store? Just pay them a compliment. Ask them, say, I really like your handbag, or think of some kind of way to talk with them, and you never know where that conversation would go. Follow up. Call all your people who've ordered in the last year. Let them know you have a referral program. My referral program is pretty simple. If they refer a new customer, they get a bar. If they refer a party, they get a plug-in. If they refer a recruit, they get a warmer. So people who don't want to host a party, they still like free stuff, and they will do one of those 3 things. Make sure if you're sending emails all the time, that your signature line has your business information in it. I know I send emails out all the time. So make sure that there's either a link to your website or something that says Scentsy on it. Facebook. Now, this is very easy, especially this time of year, to obviously with the bricks and the different specials we have going on, to make sales posts, but make engaging posts. The more people engage with you, the more they'll remember that you are their Scentsy lady. So you can still make your post kind of Scentsy related as well, whether it be like Tina Matzinger, or I'm sorry, Tina Rowley just made a post about her UPS man. Now, she didn't directly relate it to Scentsy, but I have a feeling the UPS man was probably there dropping off Scentsy at her house, and it woke the baby. But figure out some way to engage your customers. Voicemail and cell phone. Make sure that your voicemail is set up to say that you are your Scentsy independent consultant. That way, when people call you, they know who you are. Even if it's a business call or a sales call, you never know. So 2000 in November, I know that everybody here is capable of doing it. If you don't believe that you are capable of doing it, then message us, message your sponsor, because this month of any month, you can for sure do it. Black Friday sales, you can run a personal Black Friday sale from your house. Remember your turkey trots, your home parties. Challenge yourself. I want to do $50 in sales each day of the week. Figure out a way. If you figure out a way, I guarantee you, or you put your mind to it, I guarantee you.
Warmer and $3 every day.
Yeah. Doable. And I know some of you are looking at us like we are freaking crazy and that it is not doable, but I'm telling you right now, if you talk with people and you train yourself and you motivate yourself, and you will do it. That's all I got. Anything to add?
I know myself. Like I always miss a goal. I get mad when I miss a goal. I missed a goal in, I guess it was February, and I was that stuck with me for a while. So I came back in March, like with a fury. I made it happen, but you know, I think by having that goal, you're going to work that much harder to get it, because you're going to feel that much more accomplished when you hit it. But the goals are very important. You know,
I think this time of year, you can help your family out so much by the money that you can bring in. So that in itself can be your motivation. And you just need to figure out what that sales goal is to hit that number. Jenna, you are the queen multitasker, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry. I have like a message.
Oh, don't be sorry. I rave about it all the time. I can't do it. I'm so jealous.
My phone's beeping. Oh, I'm listening, but you were talking. My phone's beeping. My messenger's going off, and I'm trying to answer all of them.
I always say to Joe how you're so good at answering people while you're doing something else, and I'm so not. Like, it is not my forte, and I wish I could.
I'm typing right now. I don't like to keep them waiting, because I'm all like, oh God, if they wait like too long, they can go ask somebody else. I don't know. That's just me being me.
No, that's fine. All right, so I want to wrap up because we're really late. But guys, thank you for joining us. Remember, Sunday, if you're free, 9 o'clock, we're going to do coffee at Panera. But otherwise, we will see you guys at our training next month. If you have any questions, send us a message, and we will help you.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
See ya.